Hi. It has been about 7 months that I've been creating cozy content here on YouTube, and I thought it would be interesting to check in and see how it's going so far. So let's go. First, I wanted to start off with just the tools that I'm using because I didn't know if I would continue doing this. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. So I have like a $20 tripod that's just like sits on a table. Um, I got it from Best Buy, and if I can find it, I'll just link it below. I use my iPhone and I do use the back camera. Sometimes I'll use my iPad if I want to just see my face. I did that a lot in my early videos. Um, and then there is a trick that I use that I learned from another YouTuber. And if I can find her, I will link her below as well. So I just try to use my watch. Let's see if I can show you. So you might see myself in some of my videos on my watch because I try to just use it to see if I am in frame. For editing, when I started, I did my editing on Canva, and that can be a little bit tricky uploading because you have to do small pieces of of clips to upload. You can't upload like a 5-minute video all at once into Canva, and so that's kind of annoying. And so because of that, I just use iMovie. And like I said, I don't want to use spend a lot of money on my hobby for now because it's just a hobby. Um, if at some point I had the money, I probably will upgrade, but right now it's just simple. And it is very simple. I just cut where I need to cut in the pauses, or if I'm making really bad mistakes, I will just cut it. They have very simple dissolve transitions. Canva is really, it has some great transitions. And I do use Canva to create like my thumbnails. When I first started, I had the pro subscription for Canva, which I mean, it's not that bad in terms of like pricing. And what I love is that you can like, if you're taking a picture, you can kind of cut yourself out and take the background out, or you can take yourself out and just leave the background. So that is a really cool feature. The last month or so, I did cut off Canva, and I'm just trying to see what do my thumbnails look like if I'm just a little bit more simple. Um, I don't know. At some point, I might bring it back. We'll just see. If I'm looking over, it's because I'm looking at my notes. So bear with me. Okay. So the other cool thing about Canva is that like if you have the pro subscription, you can have brand colors. And I do really like that feature because there are certain types of colors that I like to stick to. And if I find a template on there, I can easily just click my brand colors and it'll automatically switch, which is really cool. So yeah, I might switch back and get the subscription in a month or two. I don't know. And so because I use my phone, a lot of times I'll just save it to my cloud folder and then I edit on my computer. And so that makes it very easy. Okay, so moving to my actual videos. Uh, when I'm filming this video right here is video 24. So currently I have 23 videos posted, and that's pretty exciting. Um, let's see, my most popular video was my birthday book haul, and it got 209 views. I was like blown away. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I'm blowing up. It was so cool. Um, and my lowest video was my fictional fathers video with 10 views. I'm happy to say that I have currently 40 subscribers, and that feels really good to me. I'm really happy that anybody even cares to subscribe to me or comment to me. That is so awesome, because I didn't know what to expect when I came on here. The first couple videos felt very uncomfortable. I was really embarrassed, and I kind of felt stupid for trying to talk to a camera and see if anybody would respond. It was very, very uncomfortable. Um, but I do enjoy it. I love sharing my books and sharing my different hobbies. Um, and even like editing and filming is its own hobby all by itself, because you get to put the story together in a different way, and that's a lot of fun too. It takes a lot of time. For sure, it takes a lot of time. um okay, so back to my videos. I noticed that I didn't get too many views on like more of my vlog videos. One of my favorite videos to do was my birthday unwrapping read and review video. In that one, I had my daughters wrap some of my books from my own TBR, and there was like, I don't know, 7 books that they chose for me to read. And during that week, I unwrapped one, read it, and reviewed it, and then I just went through all of them, and that was so much fun. And really, I think that it's the thumbnail that didn't really show like what the video was about. And so I might even consider like changing the thumbnail and see if like anybody like decides they want to watch it, because it's still a really cool video. I'll link it down below. Okay, so what I've learned about making videos. What I've learned is that this hobby of making videos is very time consuming. It is kind of addicting. Um, when I'm working like my actual full-time job, I'm always thinking about different things that I could do, and I'm making lots of lists of content that I can create, and then scheduling time. And so I've kind of played with different formats of filming strategies. I When I first started, I was just making one video, editing, and putting it out. Then I learned that I could schedule. I tried filming like 3 videos in one day, editing slowly, and scheduling them out several weeks ahead. Um, I have learned that it's important to pace myself, because this is just a hobby. It's not my full time job, it's not even a part time job. Um, and I've also learned to not get caught up in like views or being monetized, because there are some times when I'm like, dang, nobody's watching me, or I'm never going to get monetized. And that's not the point. That's not why I did this. The reason I came to YouTube is because I love sharing my hobbies. I'm passionate about it, and there's no one in my direct vicinity who is as intensely passionate about books or about crocheting or Legos or hobbies in general as I am. And I needed an outlet to share these things with the world. And whether or not people watch it, at least I can go back and kind of giggle about this time or this book I read. I have actually rewatched like my office organization video, and it's fun to watch. It's fun to see my progress through these last few months. Um, and so I've just learned that I need to just have fun. And if I'm not having fun, then I need to rethink what I'm doing. Um, because this is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be an outlet. It's not another job. It is not a job right now for me. It's not going to be a job probably for me. Um, So with that, I am not going to be so rigid about posting 2 videos a week, or maybe even once a week. If I post once every other week, like, it's not a big deal, because this is supposed to be fun. So if I'm stressed or if I'm feeling a certain way, I'm not going to put pressure on myself to put out content. Um, it's a hard thing though to say, because I I have a ton of things I want to share, and so to not put out content, I don't think that that's going to happen. I'm going to be here for at least several months. I don't know how long, and we will play it by ear, because this is, again, it's just supposed to be fun. Another thing that I learned in making videos is to not be too scripted. So in the beginning, I tried to write down every single thing I wanted to say. And it felt just so unnatural. I also kind of over edited, because I didn't want any mistakes to show through. I didn't want to stumble. I was just so nervous about looking stupid. But what I realized is that in doing all of those things, you, my viewers, I, watching it back, I wasn't seeing the joy and the life that I can bring in my stupid mistakes. And so after a while, I just kind of embraced being silly, making mistakes, stumbling, anything that's like a longer pause, I would cut. But if I was thinking about what I wanted to say, or I'm repeating myself a little bit in trying to clarify my thoughts, excuse me, I really wanted to keep it in, because I think part of the joy of like being excited about a book is really trying to find out what it is about that story that makes it so special. And sometimes you do have to stop and think, or you're stumbling over yourself trying to get it all out. And that's the fun part of talking about a story. And well, at least for me, my joy actually shows through when I'm being kind of my authentic self, and just being kind of all over the place. And so I wanted to make sure that no matter what videos I put out, that you're really going to see who I am in them, and decide for yourself whether or not you want to continue watching. Um, so I just want to say thank you for anyone watching this, anyone supporting my channel. I truly enjoy interacting with anybody who feels compelled to comment, watch. This is such a cool experience, and I am grateful to be a part of it. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.